Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into XRP once again. Thank you for support. Okay, big of the CoinsKid crew. So XRP is having a bit of a cool off. The entire crypto space is, to be honest with you, it's not come as a surprise. To be honest with you, I did think that XRP was a little bit overheated, and it's just going to come back a little bit. So I do think that we're potentially looking at lower lows on XRP, not macro lower lows, but just a little bit of a pullback whilst the DXY retraces into its resistance right here. So we did exactly the same here. This retraced into resistance, and right now we're looking at retracement into resistance before another drop for the DXY. So you can clearly see this is some kind of descending triangle that will begin to emerge right towards the apex of resistance and support here for the DXY. Okay, one thing that the DXY is not at the moment is bullish. Okay, because what you've done, you've broken below the EMAs, you've confirmed with resistance, and right now you've made another lower low. So right now you're looking at a retracement into the EMAs before dropping. Okay, and confirming this continual downtrend. Like I said to you, this leg here, this big leg that's going to drop, losing this key support, will actually be a very violent time for the crypto markets, in the sense that they're just going to go vertical, in my opinion. But again, nothing to say is financial advice. The inverse of that, obviously, is if the DXY right now takes out the resistance, starts to close back up with 20 and the 55, then we've not got a big crash here. We've not got our big death cross, which has led to a massive move for XRP like it did way back there in 2020. I'm going to go through this with you. 2020 we got the death cross, and 2017 we got the death cross as well. So what I'm looking for on the DXY is a reversal pattern, and I don't think we've got it quite just yet. Okay, so once we see it, I will tell you, obviously. And one of the the most bearish things for crypto right now would be if this does start to bust a move above this level of resistance, takes out the EMAs. I think, okay, well, Bitcoin and XRP and the crypto is not necessarily bullish, and we're still starting to come down, and we're looking at a deeper retracement than we anticipate right there for XRP. Okay, but we have to respect what the charts are telling us. This is in a clear downtrend at the moment. We're looking for continuation until it's not. Do you understand? So at the minute we've got XRP above the EMAs, and we've got the DXY below the EMAs in a downtrend, and XRP's above the EMAs in an uptrend. It really is that simple, but I'm just trying to find the waves for you. So right now we've found support down here, and we're beginning to retrace into the EMAs, just as XRP is having a bit of a pullback. Now, one thing I've noticed just there for the DXY is each time we've gotten a death cross, we do rally into it as resistance before drop. Okay, but equally with that, what we do on XRP and Bitcoin, a lot of the crypto projects, we have a correction as this forms the death cross. Let me show you right now. So go to plus symbol, compare symbol, go to XRP, new price to scale, drop it into your charts, and I think, looking at this right now, we are sort of coming back up into the resistance. We did come back up into the resistance just there, and if you take a look at the XRP chart, it came back down into support. So right now, as this comes into resistance, we are having a bit of a pullback here, aren't we? Having some kind of drawdown for XRP, possibly into the death cross before another drop. And if we do that, this will pull back to support, and then it'll pop. And this leg here, this big move, is going to be really violent as this begins to confirm the breakdown here in the DXY. Okay, because this is exactly what it did in 2020 and 2017, and this is something we've been looking at for a very long time. Okay, so the scenario is, at the moment, what we've got is a rally into the death cross, and you can clearly see we had a bit of a pullback just there. The orange line is XRP. We pulled back into the death cross before taking off and putting a massive impulsive move for the remainder of the year there, from 2020 into 2021. XRP was really impulsive, bullish to the upside. Okay, it was really good time to be in XRP. And if we take a look at 2017, we did exactly the same thing as well. As this thing began to retrace into the death cross, like it is doing right now, we had a pullback back into the death cross for the XRP before we absolutely took off just there for XRP. Okay, so what we're looking for is this just continual downtrend in the death cross for the DXY, because when we get that, boom, we're going to look at some kind of explosion for XRP. We did it in 2017, really bullish time for XRP, and we're on the cusp of doing it right now, okay, for the DXY, which will inversely correlate to XRP price. Boom, see you later. The orange line is going to shoot off into space as this begins to break down, just like it did in 2017 and just like it did in 2020 as well. Okay, so obviously I've not got a crystal ball, anything can happen, but a really bearish thing for crypto, and especially XRP right now, would be if this does really start to come down like this and this starts to go up. Okay, if this takes out key resistance, that is bearish, and we have to pay attention to that. Okay, so at the minute, we can't call it, we can't, it's basically flip a coin. No one's got a crystal ball, no one can guarantee that it's going to do anything, but we are on the cusp of a major move here. This is something I'm trying to bring to your attention, is we are on the cusp of a major move, because right now we've got resistance, support, and I see a lot of people saying that this is a big head and shoulders pattern as well on the DXY breakdown pattern. Well, if it is, I can give you the technical target for that particular breakdown pattern, and it would be from here all the way down to the neckline. And if we do start to begin to break down here and we see multiple closes below that key level of support for the DXY, we've found support there, and support there. If we start to see weekly closes below 101.585, then this will continue to come down and you're going to see XRP absolutely take off right there. Okay, and it's looking really impulsive off that bottom that we created in June last year. So that's basically XRP. At the minute, you know, I've got some bids on the daily 55 EMA as well for XRP. Let me show you right now. So looking at XRP on the daily, we have got a beautiful break here, haven't we? We've been looking at this for a very long time. We've got support, and we've got multiple months here of resistance on the way down. Resistance, and eventually we popped our head out, we're broken out, and right now we've run into that first point of contact, which is a level of resistance I was looking at, you know, and I did say to you that'd be a good area to go short, take some profit and things like that. And this is what we do. We try and identify the waves for you. So right now we've got a move 1, 2, 3, and right now this is potentially some kind of wave 4 correction, just like that was a correction, like I said to you, coming back to support. Right now we are coming back to support. Okay, so the rules of Elliott wave state that we can't afford to lose a wave 1 high. If that's a 1, that's a 2, that's a 3, and this is a 4. So that's an area of interest to me. Like I said to you in yesterday's video, this wave 1 high here has to hold a support for the continuation of this bullish impulse, okay, where we're looking for 5 waves, in the sense that what we're looking for is something like this: the 1, the 2, the 3. We're going through a wave 4 right now, some kind of ABC correction, coming back down support before the final 5th wave right there of a massive impulsive move for XRP. Okay, so at the minute we can't be too bearish. We're breaking out of resistance. Could it be the fact that we have broken this resistance is a looking glass to the fact that the DXY is going to form that dev cross and XRP is going to absolutely take off here? Obviously we could jump up and down and say, yeah, 100% it's going to do that, but we can't, you know. It is a possibility obviously, but right now, you know, we can't actually say it is until we start to see the def cross on the DXY. Do you understand? And I think the minute we do see the DXY def cross, it's just going to be a really powerful signal for XRP's massive impulsive move that is potentially beginning right now. Okay, so it's just the rules of Elliott wave. We need to see this wave 1 high hold the support. If we go through some kind of big ABC correction here, we need to see this hold for support for the continuation of the trend. So let's say, for example, right now we're going through some kind of ABC correction. Okay, for me, I like to ride the waves. I like to find little levels of support. You can clearly see here we've got the resistance, come back to the 10, came up, made a lower high, and right now we're dropping again. So I think we might find some support on the daily 55. So that's an area I'm putting some bids in right now on Bybit 04627 for a little bounce. If we do start to come up like that, make another lower high and then drop, this is another area I'll be looking to load up as well. And I'm just trying to find the moves, you know, long, short, whatever. This is what we do on the channel. We try and ride the waves, you know. So at the minute, just like that sort of triple top just there that came back down, a massive ABC correction just there, we're potentially forming something very similar but a smaller version possibly. Now one thing that would be really bearish for XRP is if we start to see the DXY taking off into space and XRP loses this white trend line. You see this white trend line? If we start to do that, that's bearish, and I would be looking to exit XRP at that point and buy back lower, because this would just be some kind of big correction with another impulsive move to the downside, and the DXY is busting a move to the upside basically. So at the minute it's kind of on a side at the moment because we're broken out of resistance. We've got a beautiful clean impulsive move here. We're looking for a corrective move to hold the support for the continuation. I think if we start to see that next leg just there and it takes out that high as well, boom, we've taken out that high and we really are beginning to move upstairs. That's the next point of resistance. That's the next point of resistance, and equally that point of resistance up there as well. And they're just going to offer swing opportunities and short opportunities going forward, okay, for XRP. So it's all about support. At a minute we could say, okay, let's drop the fibs on to try and guide us as to where we think we're going to go here. So what we could say is this some kind of wave 4 ABC, some simple ABC correction, A, B, C. We're looking for an ABC correction like that, some kind of wave 4, okay. So we could say, okay, that's the A, that's the B, and right now we're in a C wave. So we could look at Fibonacci to determine where it's going to go. So we could say, okay, that's the A wave high, that's the B A wave low, sorry, that's the B wave high, and right now we are looking to come down to roughly the golden ratio. The 1618 is 0.4439. That would be a key area of interest to me, where again I would load up some bids on XRP on Bybit right there, okay. So I hope you enjoyed that update, but at the minute, you know, we can't be too bearish. It looks as though XRP is putting some kind of ABC correction, possibly back down to the 1618. Take care, everyone. Hope you enjoyed that update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Bye bye.